someone just asked me to explain the Zodiac Mafia. A Libra fact. Because I think she already knows something about it. So I'm explaining it to the folks on the video. Zodiac Mafia, I came up with about, I guess, 5 years ago now. And I identified 3 signs of the Zodiac that people always underestimate at their peril who get fucked up. Okay? And I'm saying it like that because this is what it happens. And I can explain very briefly why they get fucked up more than any other sign. These signs, right, exactly. These 3 signs are Libra as the Don, Capricorn as the capo or captain, and Pisces as the consigliere. All right? Why these 3, Sam? 1, 2 of them people always underestimate. Libra and Pisces. Yes. Right? Capricorn is pretty clear. Like, people like, I don't know. You might mess me up. I'm not sure. You look kind of mean, but I don't know. Capricorn, they get by. But Libra can seem very nice, very soft-spoken. You know, you think of like Christopher Reeve. He was a Libra, right? You're just like, you're just a good old guy until you get them pissed off. And then when you get them pissed off, bad things can happen to you. I just told you about Libra, right? In terms of ratio, right? Yes. So what happens is they can figure out like, you've done me an injustice. And so they can use that rationality, like setting a plan and a trap along the way for you to fall in. And then you're doomed. That's Vladimir Putin is a Libra, right? The head of Russia. So they actually have this guy, you know, I'm blanking on his name, but he's this mogul. He just gave a whole bunch of money to Trump. But this mogul, what's his name?
Oh, guy from PayPal?
Yeah, PayPal. What's his name?
Peter Thiel?
Huh? Peter Thiel, right? Thiel, that's right. Okay, he's a Libra. So that whole thing that went down with Hulk Hogan, and people are like, well, where'd the money come from? It was him. They will get you, and they will plan, and you won't know because you just underestimated them. And you thought, well, they're just nice guys until you pissed them off. That's Libra. Because then they can plan and use that rationality to get you. Capricorn has different motivations. They can go more for revenge. And they're like, you have offended me, sir. And then they can plan, and they play the long game. So their whole thing is like, I will wait until hell's heart freezes over. And then, you know, like you think like, oh, they dead now. Set the plan for someone else to execute it when they're dead. So they will do the long term. So for instance, you know, everyone's, and I think rightly so, admiring Michelle Obama, blah, blah. She waited. She's like, you want to mess? Okay, watch. Then she came in, and now Trump is like floundering, not just because of him, but because of some things that she's doing. And another strong Capricorn influence is in Obama. He's not a Capricorn rising or anything, he's Aquarius, but he has Saturn in Capricorn. So people always underestimate him because they think like, oh, blah, blah. He's leaving bombs just all over the place, literal and figuratively. Then I will go now to Pisces. Pisces gets pissed off and think like, well, I want to be the agent of karma. I want to teach you a lesson. I want to tell you something very deep about Pisces that people underestimate about, that they don't think about. What better way to hurt you or have a person be hurt than be empathetic? The empath knows how to hurt you because they know what hurts you and what you feel. So the empath, the empathy of Pisces to be able to connect, that's all sweet when like, oh, your toes hurt, baby, blah, 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 I want to support you. Until you fuck them over, and it's like, oh, you want to fuck me over? Okay, let me see your shoes, baby. Or they might not say anything, and then they just fix your shoes, and then you're like, my feet hurt. Oh. They will allow you, they will set traps, especially in your mind, you didn't even see coming. I'll give you a perfect illustration. How many of you saw that third debate with Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump? Hillary is a Scorpio. Everyone talks about the Scorpio. Scorpio's not in the Zodiac Mafia. I will tell you why in a second. People are like, but they're the most vengeful. There's a reason why Scorpio cannot be in the Zodiac Mafia. It's my own sign, right? I'm admitting it, but they can't be in the the Zodiac Mafia. Very simple reason. She is a Scorpio, but she has a moon in Pisces. That dude, when she came out with that white suit looking like Bruce Lee, he was doomed. It was over. It was already over. She said, from the second debate, just watch her, the second debate and the third debate, she got in his head. She was like, what button should I press? This button. I'm going to press this one. Because I'm going to teach you a lesson. I'm going to get you. All right, so why? Because everyone thinks Scorpio, but they're really vengeful, blah, blah.
Capricorns are worse.
Well, right, but they can be more vengeful and then execute their plan. You know, I actually do believe Samuel L. Jackson is on the quote-unquote cusp between Sagittarius and Capricorn. I think he's more Capricorn. So when he said in Pulp Fiction, I'm going to go medieval on your ass, that was a classic Capricorn statement. But let's get to Scorpio. Why can't Scorpio be in the Zodiac Mafia? Like your own sign, Sam. Because Scorpios are like the wild-e coyotes of the Zodiac. I'm going to get you. They plan and do elaborate shit that fucks them up. They're like the James Bond villains. You know, like, and now that I have you, I will execute my plan, Mr. Bond, and the bombs will go off. Talking way too much. Going on about like, and then they're like, yeah, I wanted to get you, and then your mama, and then they want to go and get everybody. It's very hard for them to be disciplined. They get too emotional. Remember I told you, Libra can be like, all right, emotions stay here. Pisces can do it too. They can go cold as a mug. They can turn into a shark in a minute. Everyone thinks it like, oh, they're like the sweet goldfish. Nope, until the shark comes. Then you're doomed. Capricorn is like an earth sign. It's like, what heart? I had a heart. So they can just put it away. But Scorpios, the heart all on their sleeves, dragging it along. You hurt me. I know. Then they hold it on. So they're not. And then people suggest other signs. Well, what about Sag? Okay, Sag. Okay, I'll say this about Sag, Gemini. We already talked about Pisces. The mutable signs actually do have a record for being serial murderers, right? But that's not the same as being in the Zodiac Mafia. They just like, I just killed her because I thought it was something interesting to do. They're not going after you because like it was you. It was like because it was like someone who looked like my mama. So they don't count. Now that's when the extreme. But also the key reason why Sagittarius, these other signs can't be in it, because Sagittarius is all galloping off. And they're like, you hurt me? And that's true for Leo too. Leo will be like, boo, you were doing something to me? Oh, I didn't know. I had no idea that you were trying to. You thought that was supposed to hurt me? Oh. They moved on. Gemini is like, what was I thinking just now? Oh, okay. They moved on. They're not like, okay, I'm supposed to be emotional about something you didn't. Whatever. Taurus is a candidate, okay, for the Zodiac Mafia. Now, let me tell you, Taurus, everything's good until, like, they want to be comfortable. Cancer and Taurus want to be comfortable. They are more likely to explode in the moment. That's the problem with them. Like thinking long-term revenge, but even with Taurus, it has to build up. And then they're just a Hulk. Then you're just, they just, in that moment, you won't escape. You won't get away. But they're not going to come back for you and plan and lay the bombs and come and get you like the other three. Who am I missing that people usually say? There's a long-standing debate on my Twitter timeline about Virgo. Now, my problem with Virgo is that sometimes their polarity kicks in and then they lose the stomach for the battle. They like can think it through, have the plan, like, well, should I press the button? No, I don't know if I should. Is it ready? Then they start thinking and analyzing, critiquing themselves, critiquing the other person. No, and then that's why I don't think. But if they can get past that, then they're almost in Libra territory, and then the person's just messed up. But I think I've covered everyone. Aries. Aries is like too much moving on, having fun. They're not gonna. They're more angry and pissed off in that moment, but not necessarily like to push through and be like to follow through on revenge. Right. Generally, the fire signs are not prime candidates for the Zodiac Mafia. I'll tell you one last thing about it, and I'll complete this extra thing. I didn't mean to go into a full thing. But I'll say this. Those 3 signs that I mentioned, I'm going to tell you something deep, especially this is related to women. So Capricorn, Pisces, and Libra are all signs that have high dignity for Venus. Venus is exalted, as we say in astrology, in Pisces. She's the ruler for Libra, and she has what we call like triplicity, because she connects with earth and water in Capricorn. And that's deep because, you know, Venus once was seen as the warrior goddess. When she's the morning star, I even will say her name. As the morning star, her name was, drum roll, thank you, Lucifer. That's her name. So the idea of the fallen star, right? Fallen angel, the rising star, the morning star, that's Venus. So people sleep on Venus. People sleep on Venus, so recognize what's going on. Thank you.